Well, hello, all you sequestered folks out there. They seem to like my other videos, so I'll make you another one. But this one's not going to be all about me. It's going to be my gallery, Side Street Gallery. Actually, not just my gallery. Rose Mast and I own and operate this gallery together. And we hope that once this crazy world gets back to normal, you'll come see us. I'm going to introduce you to some other artists inside with their artwork. Well, they won't actually be here, but their artwork is here. So this is a gallery. Let me show you. We're at the old Pickwick Shopping Center. So, and next door, that vacant building there is actually my father's old barber shop. And of course, we've got traffic going by. But this is our gallery, Side Street Gallery here at Pickwick Shopping Center. There, you see the building with the boards on it. That's going to be a restaurant come this summer. So we're hoping I'll bring in some more traffic. But anyway, let's go inside and see some of the stuff we have in there. This is the gallery. And if you come in here, I don't know whether you can hear it or not. I've got some doo-wop music playing right now. If you don't like oldies music, you might not like coming into the shop, but I think a lot of the folks that listen to this do like some of the old stuff. Anyway, we've got nearly 25 artists in here. We've got jewelry makers. We got woodworkers. We got potters. So a little bit of everything. And I'm just going to browse you around the shop. Let you see some of the things. We've got two galleries. See the doorway there into our second gallery. We're just going to walk on back. Now here's a Thomas Bradshaw. He's one of our artists. Go over. Phil Aquino, I think is his name. I can't sure really how to pronounce that, but he has handmade this lovely wooden screens here. So, make an excellent addition to anybody's home. Okay. And this is my area here. We'll get to that later, some other time. But now over here, Nancy Belcher. Very nice lady. She does some really nice watercolors. Okay. Bring you on down, let you see more. More of her watercolors. I love her birds. Look really great. Here's another piece. She sells prints as well. Says originals. Jenny Dumichel. Love Jenny. Really nice lady. She enjoys doing her artwork. One at Cabana Boy. Signs made. Yeah, my partner Rose will make you any sign that you want. If you don't like the sign she's already come up with, she can put any emblem. She can even put artwork on a t-shirt if you want it. You see a piece of artwork in here, you would love it on a t-shirt, let us know. We'll talk to the artist and get permission and have you a t-shirt with any artwork on it. Oh, this is one of our fine art photographers, Rick Dotson. Very nice man. World traveler, actually. You'll see some. Here's a piece from Venice. I know he's got some from Africa and all over the world. Yeah, this is speak of all over the world, here's Richmond, Virginia. Have you ever been there? Okay. And here's New Zealand. Really a world traveler. And like I said, we've got our jewelry makers. And here, Rose makes a lot of the jewelry in here. This is, I think, Judy Harris's work here. So, and speaking of Judy Harris, here is Judy Harris's artwork. Now, Judy Harris is actually one of the former owners, one of the two people that got this place started. Her and a lady by the name of Marty Fan, two really fine ladies. And I'll introduce you to Marty Fan's artwork in a little bit. This is Judy's artwork. Very unique. You can tell her style. She makes these mirrors too. Really cool. Okay. Now, Nona Goodman. This is not Nona Goodman. This is actually, if you haven't guessed, Elizabeth Taylor. In fact, I think she captured Elizabeth Taylor better here than what she looked in real life. But Nona never had a drawing lesson in her life. This is actually one of her daughters and another one of her daughters down here. A natural God-given talent. And everybody will recognize President Obama. So she is a very, very fine artist. I know she would love to do a portrait for you. So, and Nick, here's some of his work. Love some of his little sea, boat dock scenes. Okay. Maddie's Drive-In. That's really cool. The old trucks and cars. And Jane Spain, she loves doing her work. Watercolor. Use the reflection on the artwork. Most of these are under glass. Just trying to slowly go over some of these. Jane's a fine artist. And now here's Margie Wood. Lovely lady. Think the world of Margie. Don't tell her I said so, though. They'll go to her head. Okay. This is beach scenes. Sailing boats. She loves lighthouses. Here's another one of her lighthouses. But I love this piece up here. I love the sky in this piece. I've almost come close to thinking about purchasing this one myself. But let's move on back. Now that you'll see this chair here, this was my Santa Claus chair this past year. That's where I played Santa Claus. And you'll see some more of my artwork in here. I'll describe that later, but this isn't about me today. And here we go, Faye Henderson. Now, Faye is a wonderful watercolor artist. On Tuesdays from 2 to 4, she teaches a watercolor class here at the gallery. Right now, it's on hiatus because of the silly coronavirus. But she'll go back to teaching again when the world comes back to being normal. So, love this piece down here. Real fine artist. There's more Faye's work. Those of you that love butterflies, she does wonderful flowers. And she sells prints of her work as well as originals. Well, move on around over here now. This is Julie Northcott. A lot of you here in Colonial Heights may recognize the name of Julie Northcott. She's a really fine, mostly abstract artist, not totally abstract artist. Because one piece you'll recognize if you live in Colonial Heights, the old cucumber tree. But Julie does really fine work. Her compositions and her abstracts are, I think, excellent. Watercolors and mixed media she works in. You never know what Julie's going to come up with next. Yeah, excuse me if I'm going through this a little quick. We've got a lot of artwork to cover in here. This is more of Julie's work here. Flowers. Her bunny, like I said, she's not all abstract. Grapes. I don't know what this is, but I like this piece. I really do. Beautiful purple colors in it. There's some of her mixed media pieces. And along with Julie, her son is very talented too. This is David Northcott. This is his work. He's actually manager of CC's in Chester. Maybe co-owner, I'm thinking. But he does this in his spare time, if he has any spare time, that is. David's a real nice guy. I love this piece and the one underneath it. And this looks like sort of a combined series here. And let's move on. I'll introduce you to Marty Fan. Marty Fan was actually one of the previous owners of the gallery before Rose and I took it over. So she does some excellent work. Look at these flowers, would you? The setting, the coloring, it's just gorgeous. The lighting on this piece, I think it's wonderful. I hope the colors are coming through on this video. I'm going to show you something. I can't remember the lady's name that does these. These are actually quilts sewn together with 1/4 inch squares of all different colors put together as a patchwork. Amazing. You can't imagine the hours it takes to put something like that together. And here's another one of hers. You'll recognize Marilyn Monroe. Okay. Once again, this is sewn together with all these little individual squares. And look at that. You don't see a whole lot except for the squares of the material. Like you pull it back out and wow, there's Maryland. Gorgeous. So, and back here is our classroom. Okay. And you'll see on the wall that we do have some honoring the military veterans of Colonial Heights. They usually hang out on the boulevard during most of the year, but when they're down, they give them to different businesses to hang up. So, but this is where I teach my drawing class on Tuesday nights. And Faye Henderson has her watercolor class on Tuesdays during the day. So let's just walk back down the main gallery. And we'll go into our second gallery. Oh, before we go in there, let me show you this. This is something Rose is working on. There's actually a piece of my artwork. It's on a t-shirt. Her monuments, some Monument Avenue that are so threatened. I had this shirt made. Rose makes these, actually. Preserve our veterans monuments. So many people don't realize, and I'm so upset and angry at this, it's not just Civil War monuments that are threatened. It's every single veterans monument out there is threatened now. The Democrats have pushed through legislation that takes the protection off of every single veterans monument in the entire state of Virginia. We're talking about from the Revolutionary War through today. And if we forget the men and women who sacrificed their lives to win us our freedom in this country will stop existing. And God bless them. We got to do whatever we can to protect and preserve all of our monuments. She can put artwork on cups, okay, tumblers. She can make I'm having a senior moment. Coasters. There you go. Coasters. I gotta not remember the word coaster. She makes other t-shirts as well. So she can put most any image. Over here you'll see there's a floor mat that she can even put a design on if you want. Did you call first? So anyway, let's go on back around to the other side now. Okay. Anybody need any wall clocks? You don't recognize it. That's my artwork from B17. So, but introduce you over here to Millie Horner. Millie's a really fine lady and has a very unique style of her artwork. You look at any piece of hers and you know it's from her. I can't imagine the amount of time it takes to do her work. But it is very unique, very lovely, very well designed, composition's good. So, thank you. It would be wonderful to have a piece of Millie's artwork in your home. Okay. She loves owls, with the old Indian corn. We got a cat. Roses. I'm not sure what the llama is, but I gotta show you something over here. We all hate these things. This is a sheep made up of individual gumballs from the gumball trees. Oh God, how crazy that is. Whoever thought you could do anything with those. Millie even paints on gourds and pumpkins. Really unique stuff. There's a little bit more. Oh, this isn't Millie's work. This is some of Rose's work here. Okay, let's go in now. Going in this room. This is our little boutique we have set up in here. We got our jewelry in here. Okay, just sort of pan around quickly in here. You can see some of the things that we have. We've got some of our pottery in here. Oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. Ladies, I apologize if I'm not giving enough time to the jewelry. Let you see it close up enough. But once again, I hope you'll come into the gallery when the world gets back to normal. And we can open this to the world again. Here's more of our pottery in the middle. Different odds and ends in here. See some of Rose's greetings cards. More fine art photography. Okay. Knitting items, little stuffed animals. Favorite college football team. Make them for you. As I say, Rose can put just about anything on a cup, wine glass for you. More jewelry. And these bags here, believe it or not, are made of plastic bags that you get from the grocery store. Unbelievable. Well, you need a puppy dog. You need a dog collar. Okay, we got dog collars. Okay. Now, this is a unique item here. These are actually bird feeders. Just made of cups and saucers. Very unique. But she's got another one over here that I like especially. I'll show that one to you right now. Come over here and see this one. I love this one. Called Bed and Breakfast. For a small bird home up here, nest, down to the bird feeder. Bed and breakfast. That's cool. Here's one of our woodworkers. Pete Ryan. Okay. He makes stuff like stoppers for wine bottles, pins, beautiful things, actually. It takes him a long time to turn all these things out. He's got letter openers, salt and pepper grinders. Okay. More pins and grinders here. But Pete does some really fine work. And my partner Rose also makes signs. Loves the firefighters and the police. I respect all of you guys. Thank you so much for what you do for your community. These are just some of the signs. Oh, Cabana Boy. Beach, please. Oh. Love blooms here. 3-dimensional flowers on that. Really cool. Hippie soul. This is us. Our life, our story, our home. It's wine o'clock somewhere. Oh, really cute. And a little bit more pottery. Some more jewelry. Now, one thing I have to show you that a little bit sad right now, you'll see a whole vacant wall. This vacant wall over here is where right now we're supposed to be scheduled to having a Colonial Heights High School art show. And unfortunately, with schools being canceled, that's been canceled too. We've had to postpone. We have a floral art show that was going to be going on in April and May. We've had to postpone that. But here's if you make jewelry yourself. Rose sells items for making jewelry. So if you need any items for making jewelry yourself, come in here and have a piece of it. Buy some of this. Okay, folks, that's pretty much the gallery. Walk back over to the other side for just a moment. And I'm going to show you my newest piece of artwork. I didn't show you my video. This is the only piece I'll really concentrate on. And then I was in a friend's house, and they had elephant ears in their window, and the sun was shining through the lace curtain and casting a shadow onto the elephant ear. Looked like the elephant ear was made of lace. And so I just took it and put it in a different kind of window. Okay, this is kind of different for me. I'll tell you what, that's not the last thing I'm going to leave you with. This is what I'll leave you with. Something happy. Okay? Here's Barney and Thelma Lou. In love as they always will be in our hearts. Okay? I met her a couple years ago. She's still living, about 94 years old now. And I did this drawing of the two of them and went down there and asked her if she would autograph it for me. She not only autographed it, she wrote a love note to Barney. It says, Barney, I can't wait to see you tonight and run my fingers through your hair. I love you, Thelma Lou. Then signed her real name, Betty Lynn. But what I will leave you with is, if you were a fan of the Andy Griffith Show, here is Barney's hat. His uniform hat that he wore on the show. And the proud owner of that, and his motorcycle helmet. If you ever saw Barney's sidecar, that was one and only episode they made this helmet for. So, come see me. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Side Street Gallery. We are at 127 Pickwick Avenue. We have the open sign off, but I will be in here most every day. If you feel like you're getting too bored at home, I'm not saying we're open, but if the door's not locked and I'm in here, you're more than welcome to come in. God bless you all, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you when this crisis is over. Bye-bye.